Welcome back to the Harpreet Singh Show, and we're watching Tania's Truth Talk. Before the commercial break, we're speaking with Gregg Valentino out of New York, USA. Hello, Greg.
Hey,
Hey.
Tania.
You know, before the commercial break, we were talking a little bit about your bodybuilding career and how you'd been an all-natural bodybuilder for 23 years before you got into steroids and things like that. But you know, you're kind of a bodybuilding icon in so many ways, and you were the one that was around back in the Arnold days. I mean, you know Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tell
Yes,
me more
I've
about
been around.
that.
Well, I started working out in about 1972, and I started competing in 1976. And what people don't realize is I've never lost my class in a bodybuilding
Which
show.
shows
All
did you
right.
go into,
When I was,
Greg?
I've been in about 15, but I stopped in 1985 was the
Okay.
last one, and that's because the NPC came along, and I started running shows for them more as a promoter because I had a gym and everything. But I was around back in the 70s and all that. That was my
Right.
day. Remember, I'm 52, going to be 53, but I don't look it. And the whole thing is that when I first started bodybuilding, nobody even knew what steroids were. I mean, you saw I saw
Right.
Arnold. I was out in Gold's Gym and I saw him in the gym. I actually saw him in World's Gym
You
when he
know,
first, you
what
know,
what is Arnold like? Because I know I was just actually on a yacht cruise with some very personal friends of Arnold, and they didn't really have nice things to say about him other than what the
it's funny.
media portrays him to be. What is he like?
Uh, you know, I got to be honest with you. He's a very he's I mean, I'm not good friends with him or nothing, but I can tell you enough being around the guy, the times I've been around him. I like him. I mean, he's a nice
Yes.
guy if he likes you. See, now I have a friend, Leon Brown, who was basically was with Arnold from the day Arnold came over to this country, when all he knew how to say was yes, no, and like that.
Yeah.
and and he loves him. And you know, to this day, Leon is, Arnold takes care of Leon. Oh, every time he has a show, he gives him stuff,
Right.
and he calls when he's in New York, and he's very good. So if he really likes you and you're his friend, he's
Yeah.
good to you. But he's a very, very determined, focused man. That's how he got where
Hmm.
he is. And if sometimes it means that if you want to step on a few
Oh,
fingers or step on a
it's
few
amazing that you
toes to
said
get
that because I was just on a boat cruise with one of his best friend's wives, and she was saying that exact same thing about Arnold, that he will just step on whoever's toes he needs to get to the top. So he's very competitive other ways as well.
I got to tell you something tonight. All the stuff about him with women and all that stuff. You know, it is
Yeah,
true
she
that
said that too.
I I think what the thing is though, and obviously we have to watch what we say. We don't get lawsuits against us. But here's the thing, okay? I think it's a European man thing. You know what I mean? I think, and I don't mean to have people from Europe freak out on me when I say that, but they're
I
a
don't
little
think you'd
more
care
liberal.
anyways.
No, I really don't give it. But oops, excuse me. Beep, I don't care. But honestly, I think that in other countries, sometimes it's a little bit, guys can kind of get away with things, and they're a little more
Yeah.
flirtatious. Here, if you talk dirty in front of a female employee, that's sexual harassment. Over there, you know what I mean? It's like it's considered flirting. I'm
Right.
just saying. So I think he's wired in his brain a little bit different.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think he
North
sees
America
like
is a little bit more reserved than Europe for sure. Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying. I think we're more uptight than they are. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like they can go to beaches, take their tops off, girls, and it's like, I mean, even on regular TV, they can have topless stuff
Yeah.
and all. Whereas here, that's like,
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. I think I personally like Arnold, but you could
You knew
see.
Lou Ferrigno too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, but see, me and him don't get
Oh,
along
why is
because
that?
well, because of my column, I actually outed him on on something. His brother got a hold of me and said, "Listen, he's kind of messing with our family a little bit, so
Uh,
I need somebody in the media that's willing to talk about this story." And I basically outed him for like he's suing his father, and his father died,
right.
but he was suing their company called Ferrigno Fitness, saying they're capitalizing on his name. That he made the name Ferrigno. And
Oh,
now, obviously, you got it from your father, and it's your brother's name as well.
right.
You know what I mean? but he actually sued the company. So if you ever go to Ferrigno, I think it's called Ferrigno Weight Equipment or something like
Yeah.
that. It'll even say we have no affiliation with Lou Ferrigno. It's his brother,
Oh, he's
but
not gonna like
you
watching
know,
this video.
yeah. So you know, oh, I mean, if you want to get dirty, I can throw scandals, but you know what I'm saying.
We'll save that for
It's
another
it's
show.
basically
Yeah.
it has to do with all that,
Right.
you know. And he doesn't like me, and you know, and I'm not really crazy about him. He's not really the most likable guy, believe me.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, there's stories of kids coming up to him in a
You know
restaurant, and
what?
you know, can you?
I know what you're about to say there because I bumped into Lou Ferrigno in California a few years back, and he was standing right beside me. So I said, you know, Lou, can I just get my photograph taken with you? And he said no. He was very rude.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. He was like that, you know. I mean,
So he does this to little kids too, hey?
yeah, that's what Joe DiMaggio was like that with the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, a guy walked up on an airplane, said, "I never thought I'd get your autograph. Oh my God, can you please sign this for me?" And Joe DiMaggio said, "Well, you're gonna get your wish. You're not getting my autograph. Goodbye."
Yeah.
And Lou is kind of he'll charge you. Like he'll tell a 10-year-old kid, you know, you want me to sign that napkin? Do you have $20? I mean, he's like that.
Oh.
I just
Oh, you
did a
better
I
hope he
just
doesn't
did a
watch this video.
I know, right? Well, he'll sue us.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So you might want to think
Yeah,
of that.
that's
But,
okay.
you know, so we could beep that part out if
Yeah.
you want. But you know, it's just it's stuff like that. You know, I mean, bodybuilding is, you know, you're dealing with characters. You know, this it's not a normal sport. That's why it's a niche
Yeah.
sport. You know, no normal guy wants to sit in a gym for hours. You know, just taking a bunch of cold steel up and down. I mean, it's different with
Right.
athletes, but you know, us bodybuilders, we take it to
Right.
extreme.
Right.
You
But
know,
you know,
I mean,
Greg,
that's
there's another side of you too. I mean, because you and I talk on the phone, you know, quite often, and you've spoken to my kids on the phone and stuff, and you are actually a super nice guy. You're a great father. I mean, you got your
Thank you.
bicep injured by your son, which caused you flack in the media for years.
Yeah, he didn't mean
Yeah.
to. He let go of a baseball during a little league. He was
Yeah.
9. He didn't do it purposely. It's not like
Yeah.
you know. I mean, he's now 22, so that's how long ago
Right.
that was.
Right.
You know, but you know, it just, you know, it's like I said, the media is a crazy thing. You know, I mean, you know, people could say what they want and do what they want. That's why it can be very, very hurtful.
Right.
And you know, you don't know the stories until you actually get the other side to
Right.
things. You know, but it's all no such thing as bad publicity unless it's your obituary.
Right.
That's the way I,
Right. So
you
I
know.
spoke with Emilio. Emilio is Emilio Masala. I guess he's Snooki's
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend, the one that bought her the alligator. So I want to have you back on the show with Emilio together, the two of you, to discuss bodybuilding. And I'd like to do
Yeah,
another additional show with you as well.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
we've
could, you
just
know,
got about a minute left here, Greg. Is there anything that you'd like to put out there and say to the viewers that are watching today?
well, no, I just, you know, if you believe in yourself, you know, sometimes, you know, you just gotta, you know, not see the bad in everything and see the good. You know what I mean? And go, you know, go for your dreams, whatever it is. I mean, basically, my life didn't begin till I was 40. It took me to get arrested and you know all that stuff. And if you have a good, strong belief in yourself and you know in the greater good, you know, in God, whatever, you know, I'm just saying. There you
Well,
go.
okay. So Greg, what is your website again?
My website stinks because we don't update it. We don't do anything on it. But if you want to go there, it's greggvalentino.net.com.
Okay, and that's
the
with
same.
2 G's, Greg Valentino.
Yeah, Greg, yeah, G-R-E-G-G,
Okay.
you know.
And I'm going to give you a call
we don't
next
update
time I'm
it.
out in New York. I want to come and see you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Anytime, Tania.
coming on the show, Greg.
Thank you for having
So there
me.
we have it. We're talking with the world famous bodybuilder, Gregg Valentino. Thank you for watching Tania's Truth Talk on the Harpreet Singh Show.